Today's video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. If you've ever wanted to learn graphic design, create a YouTube channel, or even just improve your storytelling for your D&D group, Skillshare has a ton of courses and classes made for you. Members get unlimited access to thousands of inspiring classes with hands-on projects and feedback from a community of millions. So I was watching Standout on YouTube by Jaza, someone that I follow on YouTube as well. He does an amazing class here on Skillshare, and it definitely helped me out with improving not only this channel, but other channels that I'm a part of as well. Skillshare has been amazing and offered my audience 2 free months of Skillshare Premium just by clicking the link down below. Only for the first 1,000 people to click it though. So if you guys are interested at all, go ahead and get your 2 free months right now with the link down in the description below. So if you are a lifelong learner or a dabbler of new skills, then Skillshare is the place for you. Go ahead and check out the link down in the description below. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing some Winota Battledriver. And so Ogre Battledriver is a card that we're really excited to be playing here today because it's brand new. It's awesome. It's cool. We are not playing in Standard 2021. We're playing in Normal Standard because I wanted to be able to do some fun stuff with Winota, do some fun stuff with cards that didn't really get to see play that work really well with Ogre Battledriver. Ogre Battledriver. There we go. But before we jump into exactly what all these cards do and what the game plan is, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew about this awesome thing. So set A and B and also set A and A are the starter sets. All the cards that are in the starter sets. And so if you go into not collected and kind of show what's all there, okay, this one doesn't have too much. Those are just all the cards that they use in the tutorials, all those kinds of things. They put in some busted cards in this one. And so they have a lot of just really cool, really fun cards in here that also bring back some cards from older sets that will always stay in Standard, that will always be available and playable. They had a new Pride Mate, so I showed you guys a video of that. And I've been playing them mostly in Standard 2021, but I wanted to go ahead and jump back into some of the older stuff here with Standard before it officially rotates out here pretty soon, and just kind of have fun with what we're doing here. So Ogre Battledriver is one of those cards. We also have a bunch of like fun Goblin decks and everything like that. I've been debating if I want to just make like a bunch of a big Goblin deck with this one, but I decided that Battledriver would work really well with Winota. So whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, that creature gets +2/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. This was not available until this came out with the most recent update, and so so we have creatures get +2/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. This just felt like it would work really well in a Winota deck. So we already have Winota as our 4-drop, win con, where when it enters the battlefield, if we swing in with a bunch of tokens, different things going on with us, it just is busted and is amazing. Well, Ogre Battledriver also helps out with a bunch of other creatures that we have. Things like Krenko, things like all of our tokens that enter the battlefield, Raise the Alarm, whatever. If we use Ogre Battledriver, play Raise the Alarm, all of a sudden we have 6 power to be swinging in with hastily. And so I just felt like this was a really busted card to be able to play with this stuff as just another additional win con. The one issue with it is that it comes down on turn 4 and you have to wait a turn before you can do much else. And actually, you know what we're going to do? I thought about this earlier and I didn't do it, but we're going to add in Chandra because we can use it afterwards on turn 4. So add in the Chandra. Where is it? Let's go 2 copies here, drop 1 Legion Warrior Boss, and drop 1 Bosri's Lieutenant. Bam, there we go. All right, so with the Chandra now, we can also have those enter in and be 3 ones instead of just the 1 as they enter the battlefield. So that is kind of the game plan. Also, Winota with Ogre Battledriver is pretty sweet. So if we play down Winota and we have a bunch of things enter the battlefield, all those things get bigger as they're hitting in. Things like our Swiftblade Vindicator. And this is one of the things I was really excited about, giving it haste and +2/+1. It'll get double strike, vigilance, and trample. And so it's going to do 6 points of damage the turn it enters the battlefield, which is pretty sweet stuff. We also have Mentor with Tajik to be able to make it even bigger and more awesome, all the kinds of things. And then we also have Krenko in here, which is kind of the alternate reason that we want to be playing this is this wasn't quite played in most Winota decks because it does make a lot of tokens, but it's usually not as good to be swinging with on turn 4. It's a big target. It's not quite as good as Legion Warrior Boss for that. But with Ogre Battledriver, the upside goes up immensely. And so we want Krenko to be swinging in hastily, creating a bunch of goblins. And so we have kind of fun semi-game plans with this, synergies within synergies, and that's how I usually like to do this. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the gameplay. But before I do, I just want to give a quick thanks again to our sponsor, Skillshare today. If you guys are wanting to support the channel, anytime I do sponsorships like this, if you guys just even click the link down in the description below and at least check it out, not even signing up, but even just letting them know that they're interested in what I have to offer, definitely helps support me first off, and at least will kind of let more people know that they should be checking me out as a sponsor. So anyway, I appreciate them and everything they got going for me, and let's go and jump into the gameplay. Here we go. All right, begins Coach SLB. Bring it on. We have Raise the Alarm. We have some good stuff here. Ogre Battledriver with a Chandra is really nice. We do hope that we hit some lands. Alrighty, well, let's get out the Grim Initiate, pass the turn. I like Grim Initiate in here because it's just a good card that if it does die, it creates a zombie, so we can still be using it with Winota, even against the board wipes and such. Let's see here. What do I prefer to get out first? I think I'd rather go for Tajik and start actually getting through these creatures. So play the Fable Passage, pass the turn. We won't get the Raise the Alarm just yet, but that's fine. Omnath. Ooh, that's not good. Kills the Grim Initiate. That kills it. We get a zombie, and then I think they're going to play a land and get a counter onto Omnath, which means Tajik does... Oh, they don't do that. Sweet. Alright, so let's go Tajik then. If they want to trade off with Omnath, I'm kind of okay with that. Try to get in for the damage. Down to 15, pass the turn. Leafkin Druid. Okay. Swings in, no blocks. Down to 15. Still no Winota. Legion Warboss is decent, though. Alright, so play Legion Warboss. Attack with everything. Counter onto the... Let's go onto the zombie. Alright, we are still a land and drawing Winota away from actually doing that game plan. But we do have the Ogre Battledriver, which we have a few things entering the battlefield. This will be pretty nice. Cavalier of Thorns, already. It's a land, lots of elementals getting lots of power. Probably putting on the Leafkin Druid, yeah. Good blocker. They have 3 mana available. Another land enters the battlefield. Omnath is good. And that's bad. Alright, we hit the land. Land is grand. This is whenever just any creature dies, right? So we can have a lot of blockers. It's non-token creatures. So I think that we go for the Ogre Battledriver. That's what we came to play. That's why we are here in this game. So Ogre Battledriver. It gets +1 in haste. We do swing in. We don't get the value, but they're going to be scared. That's the dream. So next turn we get to, if we hit land, we go Chandra and Raise the Alarm. Otherwise, we probably just play both Raise the Alarms, start swing in really aggressively with the entire board. Depending on how wide they go here. That's going wide. Alright, Genesis Ultimatum. They get an Omnath. What do they kill? Warboss or the Battledriver? Yes! Alright, they forgot about Tajik. Alright, I actually forgot about Tajik. So it prevents all non-combat damage that we dealt to other creatures you control. So they can kill Tajik, but nothing else while he is out on the battlefield. At least with the Omnath ability. At the same time, they have a lot of blockers, and this is getting a little bit terrifying. They have 5 more mana. What all can you do this turn? It's not like you've drawn half your deck or anything, so I'm a little bit terrified. Risen Reef. So the best possible thing to happen here is they swing in aggressively. That would be really nice. Alright, Paradise Druid. I mean, also a Winota would be pretty sweet here. Winota would be great. They have 5 blockers. Okay, no Winota, but we do get our land, so Chandra. Raise the alarm.
I'm totally the best pyromancy student.
Create some elementals. Make those guys a little bit bigger. Alright, so now here comes the math part of this. We have a lot of power. We can get more power onto things. If we swing in with everything, how does that actually look? Alright, so they have 5 blockers. They block here, 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 here. Actually, they block here, 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 here. So then we get in with... Sorry, do the math. Come back to me when it's done. So I do think that we get them here if we go for it. So put a counter onto the zombie army. Then you put a counter there. So we're spreading out as much damage as possible. They can't block everything. Therefore, we get some wallops. Alright, so right now we still have 15 damage going through. So they have to trade off at least 2 of these guys. So even if, so yeah, I think we have exactly lethal regardless of how they block. Yes! Oh, they went for the double block. Yes. All right. Yeah, we'll kill the small one first. And there you have it. Take that, elementals. That felt good. Alright, up against Eladin. Bring it on Eladin. And this is a good hand. It's not amazing, because Swiftlight Vindicators are only good if you really get to, like, pump them up. We don't have many ways to do that outside of Mentor. But we have Winota. We have some ways to create tokens and get some stuff. So we're going to go for it. It ain't bad. Alright, so Shotgun, Sacred Foundry. We'll see what Luris has for us this one. Is this an Auras deck? Is it cycling back in Standard? I've been seeing that a lot in Center 2021, but not so much here. So we shall see. Swing with Grim Initiate. Hitting land is amazing here. Down to 19. Play the dude. I'm expecting maybe a shock being held up here. Cycling. Alright, it is up against the Cyclers. Alright, that's okay as long as we hit the land and get the Winota. We can outpace them here. Dranith Stinger. That's cool, that's cool. Alright, go with Chandra.
Anyone need a fire started? No? Hey.
I am going to swing with the Vindicator. They can block and kill it, but we get Dranith Stinger off the battlefield. This still is a good blocker for us. Lab's good. Down to 15. Pass the turn. Please give us the land. Give it to me now. Alright, Valiant Rescuer. So they will have lots of blockers starting next turn. The Ogre Battledriver. Awesome card. Not what we're looking for. Alright, so play the Vindicator. Number 2. Create some elementals.
Hey, these little guys are great.
Swing in, swing in. So we do have a choice. On the next turn, if we hit a land, we can either go for the Ogre Battledriver or Winota. This can help out making sure that everything that hits the battlefield is bigger and deadlier. But I think we go in for the Winota. We go all in with that. Just because, like, the idea of this is if we don't find Winota, this is a good alternative. It's kind of like an extra copy that fits with all the synergies we're doing with Winota anyway. And that's the idea of it. When it plays Plains, so if they have a Zenith Flare, they have 2 damage they can do and gain 2 life. That might be worthwhile for them to get rid of something here. Not yet. Alright. Starts the cycling plan. Lurus to hand. That means nothing else for the turn. No, come on! Give me a land deck.
Oh, they're so cute.
You know, I am going to swing with the Vindicators as well. Blocks with the Stinger. Chumps. So because this has Trample, it doesn't technically fully chump. Oh, they get to kill one of them. Alright. That's fine. We have to kill both their tokens. One of our guys dies. Again, these guys don't matter as much. With Ogre Battledriver, it only matters when they enter the battlefield. We do have Castle Embreth, so we could have pumped. But this still sets us up to be in pretty good shape. More things in the graveyard, though, does mean Zenith Flare gets bigger. Alerts. Replays the Stinger. That's cool, that's cool. Okay, land. Yes! Alright, let's go ahead and create these guys. Let's create a Winota. Let us swing on in. Get 4 triggers. We should have plenty of humans. Alright, so... Tajik. Oh no! Not another Tajik. Baji's Lieutenant. That would have been nice for the last Tajik there. These are already indestructible. Let's go ahead and make the Grim Initiate. The 2/2. And let's go with Hakdos. Protection from everything that's not 4. Cycling Lures deck will have a hard time blocking a Hakdos, I do believe. So, that's fine. They may be able to survive for this turn, but then with Ogre Battledriver and Chandra Winota again next turn, whew, that's going to be good. Oh, yes. And exactly lethal. Oh, wait, no, they gain 3. Okay, exactly lethal. Alrighty. Not too shabby. Up against All Right Game. So, I have been made aware that I say alright a lot. But in this round, I can say it. So I'm just saying his name. Alright Game? Alright Game. I really am trying to improve, so I'm not saying the same words over and over again. But sometimes, you know, you just... I'm in the flow. These are hour-long things, and I actually did, like, Toastmasters. I did a lot of training to try to get rid of my okays, my ums, all those types of things. But once I started doing these hour-long stints, I would do, like, pretty well for a bit, and then just do terrible afterwards. I am trying to improve, just so you guys know, trying to help out. If you guys want to help improve your public speaking, all that kind of stuff, I'm sure there's a class for that on Skillshare. Click the link down in the description below. We will keep this. We have a lot of the pieces we want. Not too many lands, but a lot of things to play with those not too many lands. And drawing more good stuff is great. But lands next. That's a land. Good job, deck. I guess we go for as much token generation as possible. So, raise the alarm at instant speed. They're going to have counter spells, so play this now. Pass the turn. Now they can't actually swing in with it. Alright, play Chandra. I'm totally fine getting counter spells out of our hand now. So then we can have hopefully a chance to hit Winota on the next turn. Alright, not another quench. Please, oh please. Winota. Alright, no Brazen Borrower. Swing in. We get the triggers. Alright, we are in the game. So let's play Vindicator. Okay. Less good without the Battledriver already there. Yeah, Winota coming and attacking. Keep the attacking one. It's indestructible. didn't hit the best of humans. That is one issue with playing things like Swiftblade Vindicator instead, is that without the Battledriver, they are quite a bit worse. But it's not as good as like hitting a bunch of Bosri's lieutenants, whatever. At the same time, though, it's really fun, and that's what matters. We're here to have fun playing Magic. Spectral Sailor, doing it after the blocks, so they can row the Cutthroat. That's fine. Down to 13. Swings and swings. Okay. It looks like they're still stuck on their lands. They didn't have a counterspell last turn. If it's a quench, we can play around it a little bit here, potentially. Let's grab red mana. So we have Grim Initiate and Ogre Battledriver, which actually lets us hit another thing with Winota. So Ogre Battledriver. We'll play Bosri on the next turn. Please resolve. You can do it. I believe in you. Yes! Yes! Oh, yes. Alright, Grim Initiate. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, Ogre Battledriver is a thing, my friends. Whew, alright. Oh, lordy. Alright, bounces the Winota. That's cool, I suppose. Alright, I'll attack. Still down to 7, though. Still down to 7. And if we hit land, we have Winota and Swiftblade Vindicator getting in for 6 already there. But they counter this, we get in with this. Life is great. Down to 14. Ooh, and just raise the alarm. What has a more guaranteed chance of winning here? Winota's good. Alright, let's do this. So in case they try to bounce Ogre Battledriver, we go with Swiftblade Vindicator first. Because this just basically creates lethal by itself. Yes! Alright, yeah. Oh my goodness. Alright, up against Enrique. Bring it on, Enrique. And all humans. This is a little bit awkward, but we have a great curve. Like, Tajik with Swiftblade is amazing. Bosri with Swiftblade is also amazing, so we keep it? Play the planes past the turn. Servant Champion. Alright. Please don't kill my stuff, dude. Alright? Alright. Tajik will be really nice. It dodges. It makes everything else dodge the shocks and stuff. Rude. Man. We probably ought to be playing some of our own Bone Crushies, by the way. Alright, Tajik. Swing in. Down to 17, past the turn. Oops. Oh no, they had another one. Guess what? We have another Tajik, though. Got him. Alright, so do we go for the Battledriver here, or do we go for Bosri's Lieutenant? Lieutenant at 5 toughness is very difficult to deal with. And then we can go Battledriver Tajik, pump it up again. This just has a higher chance of dying is the biggest issue here. So I think we go for the Lieutenant. Then if anything does die, we get value out of it. Or we just make him spend 2 cards to actually kill it. Okay, plays Big Stompy. We play Battledriver. Okay, if we hit land on the next turn, life is great. We can swing in with him, kill both these guys. They have Embercleave. It might be worthwhile to try to go for it. It has Vigilance, right? So if they don't block, it's great. They do block. Let's go for it. So yeah, if they double block, we get to kill both. And we get a 2/2 out of it. That's not too shabby. Yeah, okay, I think they take it. Yeah, down to 13. Their best chance is to Embercleave us and win. And X comes out. Alright. Alright, they could have Infuriate or Shock. Okay. We hit the land! Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Alright. Legion War Boss. Yeah, okay. You get a pump. Tajik. You get a pump. Creates a token. You get a pump. Alright, now we attack in with everything. Put a counter onto... So Mentor. This is also really big, right? So I guess we put a counter onto... Oh, it's protection, right? We can't do it there. So counter... War boss? Let's see here. I guess we just spread the love there, and... So yeah, if we have Legion War Boss counter first, it'll make this a 5/5, which means it's much more harder to kill, which is our best creature on the board at the moment. Alright, so the best way to go here is kill the Tajik, kill War Boss, kill the token with the Fervent Champion. We get a crate to... Ooh, we're not doing that. We could have Shock. Tajik stops that from really being worthwhile, though. Alright, kills Tajik. That works. Oops. Oh, goodness. Hey, why didn't we create tokens? Oh, if it had a +1 counter on it. Right. So Tajik did not. That's cool. Embercleave feels inevitable here, but we can still survive. Oh, is that exactly lethal? Oh, man. I didn't do the math. I thought that we had enough. Alright, up against McRubber. We don't have white mana, but Chandra, Legion War Boss into Winota, either of those happening is amazing. So, I keep it? Suppose? We have a few turns. We're on the draw, so we have a couple turns to try to find the white mana. Alright, so this is one of the other good cards. So if it becomes blocked, you create another red goblin. So it just kind of replaces itself. Good card. Now if we don't find white mana, we at least have the Ogre Battledriver, which is great with everything else we have going on. Down to 19. Ooh, and the Krakow. Alright, now I'm almost not wanting white mana, just to be able to have more fun. Goblin Gathering, that's a lot of gobos. Down to 18. Right, still not a single land, just in general. That's bad. Chandra? Chandra probably dies to big things happening. So, play Legion War Boss, create a token, swing them in, see if they block. Down to 19, pass the turn. Oh man, I've never seen someone get 2 Goblin Gatherings. It's just one of those cards that I feel like you can never actually draw. At least that's my experience with it. I can never actually draw the Goblin Gatherings. Alright, so we block the Dodger. Down to 15. Ah, land! Come on, deck. So if we block with 2 creatures, they can still kill Chandra here. So I guess we play the Krakow. But Krakow works so much better with Ogre Battledriver. It takes attention away from her face. We can keep both these guys back to block.
Go get him, buddy.
So 3 attackers. Keep the damage rolling. If they attack Chandra, it's not at our face. That helps a bit. They could have the Trash Master, which is now a Goblin Lord, which is available. Down to 16. Come on, deck. Give us white mana. Give us any mana. We have drawn how many cards? 11 cards. We have 24 lands in the deck. Let's just check out the probability here with our trusty old mtga assistant. Link down in the description below, by the way. Wait, this is new. With power 2 or less? When did this become a thing? Alright, there are a lot of new cards. I'm a little bit freaking out right now. That's bad. That's really, really bad. Alright, we apparently have a new Cavalcade of Calamity. Come on, deck! Oh, no. Alright, probability of hitting lands. This actually shows the probability for each one of these. 8% for Sacred Foundry, 2% for Cast Ardenvale. If you add all these percentages up, it's gotta be a lot. And I'm a little bit frustrated. Well, we're dead on board. So, I guess we just go attack, and why not? Alright, Raid Bombardment. Whenever another creature you control attacks with power 2 or less, which is huge, that's Sabrina, other things. And you can also pump up all your goblins with other things and still get this ability. It deals 1 damage to target player, planeswalker that creature is attacking. It's not the 2-mana Cavalcade of Calamity. I think Cavalcade is better. But that is sweet. Alright. Up against Dumasa, and we keep. Ogre, Battledriver, and Krenko. It's the dream. That's what I want to have happen. We have the 4 mana. We have Selfless Savior, which is a good protector for all of our things. Life is great. Oh, my neck is killing me. Getting very little sleep with new baby. Although, luckily, I'm getting more than my wife at the moment. They said, oops. Oh, they're just saying it for the time they took the play. Liking these card sleeves, by the way. Whew. That looks pretty cool. Chandra's good. Chandra's great here. Perfect. Alright. They shouldn't have Gem Razor and being able to kill the Chandra. We'll see. Swing in. If they do have it, oh well. We still played, I think, the best card. Krenko might have been better to play instead. But this has the most upside of trying to get the Krenko with the Battledriver, which is the dream, you know? Alright, Gem Razor. Primal Might. And it's a 4/4. Come on. Nice. Alright. Battledriver. Krenko. Winota. Don't have another removal spell, please. Opponent has to read the card because this is new. No one even knows these exist most of the time. Except their last opponent. They knew. And that was cool. Alright, makes it a 6/6. That's not good. We say no blocks. Down to 14. We play... Winota could be good here, just to try to get something off of this. But man, just imagine that with after the Krenko turn. Yeah, we're doing the Krenko thing. Alright, swing in, create some zombies. They all get +1/+1. Doesn't actually matter because it goes away after the end of the turn. But down to 11. And yeah, you are not the biggest baddie on the world. In case you didn't know about it. Alright, so they kill Krenko with Vivian. That's cool, that's fine. We're gonna
tear you apart.
Alright. Head to War Boss for the next turn. Alright, Winota. Yeah. But it keeps it up. Oh, I love this deck. I really enjoy this deck. Come on, let's just get to Diamond. We can do it. We can do it. We keep keeping the 2-land hands. I know that's probably not the best way to go. But what I found with the way that I draw, if I don't keep 2-land hands, I don't play Magic. And I want to be able to play Magic. Plays the Hallowed Fountain. Alright, is this auras or what? Alright, Grim Initiative, Selfless Savior. Pass the turn. Keep sipping at my surprise smoothie. Yummy. Alright, we can let that resolve. Down to 19, and pass to my turn. Well, we just do the same thing, because we can't seem to find the land. Unfortunately, we have to hit land, and Winota to be in a place where we could actually win. And flyers tended to kill us before that. So, hindsight's 20/20. We should have mulliganed for a better land or better hand. We also could have just drawn lands along the way, and that would have been pretty nice too. Yeah, this deck is way too fast for us. I mean, if they decide not to attack here, all right. Down to 15. That's not a land. That is definitely not a land. Alright, swinging with the crew. Holding up some mana to see if they won't block. We'll see. Alright, that's cool. Flashes in the Spectral Sailor. Yeah, makes him bigger. Good for you, mate. We'll raise the alarm. And we'll sacrifice. Ah! Take that, fool. Oh, man. Alright, well, at least we're getting in for something. But we are basically dead on board if they have creatures and Rally of Wings, or 2 Rally of Wings. That'd be bad. Oh, no, it's not bad. Getting a surprise smoothly from your deck. That makes all the things in life so much more enjoyable. I love how you have the auto-passing thing on, and you still don't auto-pass. I don't know why they have this as the thing that it says. Yeah, that's bad. We take it. I just want to see if we even get a land off the top. We're not dead on this turn. Okay, we're dead on this turn. I mean, that's a hard matchup in general. That's one that we have a hard time with. But that's on you, Arena. Up against Gomasio, and we will keep this hand. We have the 4 lands. We have all the tokens. We can hit big things. I like it. I like it like that. We're up against Flyers again. Alright. And they're on the play. Really hard to beat. Especially when we have 0 interaction. Down to 19. I am going to go ahead and swing in. They may be able to flash something in, but most things they can flash in have 1 toughness, unless it's Cunning. There is the Cunning Night Bonder. Pass the turn. Alright, is this mono blue tempo, or is it Flyers? Very miscreant. You know what? Okay, we'll take it. I was waiting to throw this out before they had the second land and potential for a counter spell, but I'd actually rather they counter that and leave up the Legion War Boss. Alright, yeah, it looks like they do have a Lofty Denial. That's right, we play into it. We have no fear. That is, now we're drawing all the lands. That last game. Unsubstantiated. That's fine. We're letting him kill the Selfless Savior here if they want to with the Miscreant. That's fine. Getting rid of bodies on their side of the board is actually useful for us too. Alright, play Chandra this time. Okay. Unsubstantiate. This is a 2-mana spell. Is good. Very, very good. Okay, down to 15. The Pateramander. Alright, let's try the War Boss again. No Lofty Denial, nothing else there. Alright. I'll attack. Swiftblade is pretty nice when we actually have a Castle Embereth out there to pump it. Getting in for 4, like, any additional points of power for this gets so much better. It is exponentially awesome. Opponent scoops it up. There we go. Nice. Up against Rasta. Keep this hand. This is pretty sweet. Cranko just by itself is still a good threat if it doesn't get answered. Probably going to be looking at some board wipes in this hand, though, in this matchup. Grim Initiate, pass the turn. Euro. Alright, board wipes and Ugins. Both very bad things. I guess we don't shock ourselves then. Basic Grim Initiate, pass the turn. Yeah, no attacks. They got the Grazier. No one is grazier than the Grazier. That's a lot of mana. Still no double white. No blocks. Interesting thing about playing the Swiftblade here, though, is I could have it. That's 3 first strike damage, so we can actually kill all the lands. Is that better than playing something else, though? If we find Winota, it would be much better to have Chandra out or Cranko. And we can still block. Alright, we'll play the Swiftblade Vindicator. No attacks past the turn. Man, they have so much ramp. Do they have the Ugin right now? Say it ain't so. Oh, man.
Be wary of the ground to walk on.
What do you do when you're on the draw against a turn what, Ugin? Hydrocrisis, also not the best. That's an 8-8. Alright. Come on, Winota. Oh, man. Brutal. Alright, raise the alarm. I guess, yeah, we play Cranko out. Chandra, maybe playing Chandra to have them attack Chandra would have been nice there. No attacks, pass the turn. I feel like what they're doing and what we're doing are very, very different types of things. They have a high chance of getting a Ugin here. That is Ugin mana. That's a big crisis mana. Oh. I want to keep sipping my surprise smoothie. Surprise smoothies are great. Yep, life is good.
Harness the elements.
Down to 9. Come on, Winota. Alright.
Chandra Nalar, Pyromancer Extraordinaire.
Alright, good game. We are going to swing in. We're going to swing everything at this Nissa because, yeah, no. Anger and such. Man, this would have been such a good one if we had hit the Winota. I think we actually could have turned the corner because of just the number of tokens that we can end up generating. But that's fine. It's okay. We'll just concede. We don't need to actually let damage go through. Alright, one more game. One more game with this one. Alright, up against Fish Boy. This game decides whether or not we have a 60% win rate or sorry, 70% win rate or 50% win rate. So, we shall see. We shall see. No, that's not right. 60 or 50. This is game 10. I know math. Alright, let's mulligan that away. We need better hands. We need to actually draw good stuff. We're on the play. We drop a Tajik. If we get to turn 3, these are amazing cards for turn 3. Tajik, Ogre, Battledriver. So lands would be great here. Can we go down to 5 cards? Someone has said, too, that Fabled Passage almost guarantees you a land afterwards. We're going to go for it. Keep it, drop the Tajik. Play the Fatal Passage, pass the turn. Oh, me oh my. I guess I shouldn't show them, hey look, we have red mana. Now you should change your scry. Yeah, well. Play the Plains, pass the turn. That wasn't a land off the top. Alright, yeah. You have a... You can take a peek at this awful hand. Okay, if we can pull this game off, this would be amazing. This is a really hard start. Tajik and Krenko do work well together. Yeah, Krenko's the better one. Deck! Ugh. So I actually was testing it out for a while. Fatal Passage almost consistently got me a land off the top afterwards. You think it would thin the deck out and make it harder to hit, but for a while that was what was happening. No, not so much. Alright, let's watch them play Magic for a while. Yay. I'm going to stick with this one because there is a higher than a 0% chance of us winning. Oh, a tapped land. We only have 3 tapped lands in our deck at this point, and that's one of them. Woohoo! Seriously? Alright, we're done here. Well, I haven't seen Dracuset do its thing in a while. Let's go ahead and let that happen, and then we'll concede. Gosh dang it. Alright, 50% win rate. So close to being a good deck. But didn't quite get there. Didn't quite get there. Alright, so overall with Winota Battledriver, it is a sweet deck. It's really fun. I think we need to add one more land into the deck or something because we just got mana screwed a bunch in those last few games. And we had any game that we like had the deck function just normally. It wasn't even like we were just doing really busted things. If we just curve out in general, it's so good. And so I like the deck. I mean, there is an issue with this curve as well. Like, you should have more things in the 2-drop slot, 3-drop slot. So we're really having the 4-drop slot and only still running 24 lands. But we're also fine being stuck on 2 and 3-drop, usually for a couple of turns. It's when we never find it that it really hurts us. And so that just happened a few times. And so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video overall. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.